Well, hello. Today I want to tell you to be a big pussy. Mars is going into Leo on April 18th. And, one of the insults of Modernia is to call somebody who's weak or scaredy cat a pussy. And I take great umbrage at that, being a female with one between my legs. And honestly, that doesn't make me weak. Have you ever tried to capture a feral kitten? Well, I did once. That little thing was this big and the fiercest animal I've ever, nothing would compare. It leaped 8 feet into the air over my head, screeching, all little tiny Italy little needle claws, like spinning dervishes, screaming. I had to get the door. I couldn't get it. I couldn't. I had to, the kitchen door, I had to move it and just stand back and let it escape on its own and it was probably like 8 weeks old. It was a little feral kitten. Pussies are not weak. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now, as Mars goes into Leo, we need to be a big, proud kitty, like a lion. So what's Leo? Leo is fire. And what chakra is it? It's the heart chakra. And what does that mean? The heart is the channel that integrates all of the characters in the play that is you, in your script, in what your soul is acting out in this 3D. That little heart chakra is this grand central station of love. So what I want to show you today is how these chakras work. Now, I've got several ways to show you. Here's one. Can you see it? It might not be big enough. So what we have is Mars is the second chakra. The moon is the first chakra, which is at the bottom. And guess what? The sun then is the fourth chakra. So that skips one. So we're looking at chakra 2 is Mars and chakra 4 is the heart. Now, what I like to say is that in chakra 2, here's a bigger picture. We have the foundation. Now in Kabbalah, that's what this trinity of three pillars is. Leo's here, but Mars in the second chakra. What is the second chakra? Well, in the tree of life, it is called foundation. The foundation of life on earth, which is the bottom one, is sexual union. This isn't supposed to be pornographic. This isn't supposed to be just effing. This isn't just doing it. The thing is, the gods are just doing it. This whole energy is about how you come together. The point that I want to point out to you today with Mars going into Leo is that when this second chakra planet character, when this desire guy, when this unifying guy, and he doesn't unify nicely, he cuts, he stabs. That's why it's the warrior. But I also liken it to the infant. What is a newborn infant but pure spirit to exist? So what does the infant do? It screams. Feed me, clothe me, hold me. And that's all. It doesn't have any thought. It's pure acts, pure action. So that's what the second chakra is. And that's why it's considered sexual. But what happens when you take it and you filter it through an ideation of what you value, which is Venus, and then the thoughts that you think and how they affect each other, and that's the third chakra, where we have our idea of ourself and the sort of materializing self. And then here we go up to the fourth chakra, the heart. So when you take the effing, the doing it up to the heart, you bring it into a love. Then the act of intercourse, and I'm not going to say effing out loud. I'm going to try not to, but of course it's hard. Anyway, the point is here, there's this visceral pornographic idea of having sex as being this basic urge, two dogs effing, right? There's this whole, it's not nice. That's how I was raised. That's what I'm seeing in our culture. But what we need to understand is how we bring that from the second chakra up into our hearts. And Mars in Leo is that. Mars is this guy, second chakra character, doing the fourth chakra action. That's why it's pride, and that's why it's a lion, because the pride of the lion is his strength to protect and hold his group. Now, a young lion will come and kill all the babies so he can have his own babies. So there's that. But the basic idea of the heart being the loving center that unifies all of the particular aspects is very important. Mars in Leo loves bling and gold jewelry. Why? Because the gold is the heart. That's, you go through all the troubles and you have you don't know what your resources are, and you work and you try, and that's spinning it into gold. Then the heart is what spins all your crap into a golden answer. Yeah. So Mars in Leo on April 18th, that's when we're going to look at where is it that you spin your gold. My Mars is is coming into Leo, and I'm a Gemini rising. So that means that for me, Mars is coming into my third house. What is my golden opportunity? What is my golden skill going to be? Well, it's about doing this, because the third house is communication. So I'm communicating the ideas and feelings that I have experienced, learned, and I'm doing that. Why? To share my heart with you. So that's, for me, that's going to be a powerful feeling, because wherever Mars is how you feel powerful. Now, if you understand your power is your engine, and it's not something you want to beat someone else up with, that it's just for you. Your power is for you to do you. And when you do you, you feel like you're a race car. You're just like, woo, yeah. Except what sign is it? So we have to look at those signs, because what that does is that gives an elemental flavor then to your energy. So for Mars and Leo, the engine is going to be kind of a race car. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's really, it's yummy happy. Yeah. So here it is on the diagrams. I've got on the big thing. I love my big diagrams. I'm a diagram girl. I draw diagrams. I've been doing it for 40 years. I have a lot. My book is going to come out with that soon. Oh, plus my book of the Tale of Astrology is out on Amazon too. So I'll put the links down below. So here we have, I better bring this. Let me bring this. Oh, there we go. I don't know how to do this, do I? Here we go. Here is the second chakra. All right. Now, the first chakra, they always told you was your tailbone, and then they told you the second chakra was your sexy parts. I personally think that the first chakra is the earth. It is how you connect. It is your connection with your feet on the dirt. And that's why, a lot of this spiritual stuff you want to ground. They talk about grounding. Well, that's getting in touch with the first chakra. And wherever you happen to be in the world then has a quality. Yeah. So the quality of being on the coast where I'm at is different than the quality of, say, being in the desert where it's dry. Also, being at the top of a mountain or being at sea level, those are qualities that will affect you. And that's has to do with your first chakra then. Does that make sense? That's how I see things. All right. So anyway, here's Mars, and it's about Holy Communion. So it is sexual. It is the union of the spirit and the matter, the yang to the yin. These are the two gods, and they do not come together. Well, let's see, how am I going to say that? They come together in the center where there's only a few planets in charge of our 3D experience. The first of which is our Earth, our physical environment. The second of which is our urge to procreate, to have sexy time. That is the two gods doing it, you see. But you've got to elevate it to the heart. if you don't elevate your sexual urges up to your heart and then give it up to God, whatever spiritual character you identify with as the larger power, if you don't do this process, then you're just down here in the pornographic world. And a lot of what's going on right now is we're seeing the results of our society and our culture having pushed a lot of people into this pornography space. Until we lift our sexual acts up into the heart, we're not okay. Now, this is also the chakra of marriage. Not to say that every marriage is sacred and wonderful, but the idea that the yang god marries the yin goddess and that's a holy act. Now there you have it, you see. Now, so Leo then represents the bridegroom at the altar. He's at the top of the altar, and his bride is the Shekinah. She's the maiden who's going to become the wife. You see, he cannot have a family. He cannot have a bunch of cubs to protect if he doesn't marry the lady. The sun by itself is nowhere. She's the place. She's the earth. The sun is in the sky. So you see how this works. He is so happy that she's coming willingly to mate with him, because that means they will have the world. Without that sexual union, there isn't the world, you see. So Mars in Leo is coming on the 18th. Let's look at it in your charts, and we will see how it's going to go for you. And take advantage of the pride in that particular house in your whole sign chart. Okay? I want to make these short, so please say, "Oh, Jewel, I like you." Say, "Jewel, I'm going to subscribe to you." Thank you. And the book's on Amazon.